and welcome back to my channel. We are going to go over my favorite beauty products of 2018. So most of these things have existed outside of 2018, but they are things that I have really been stuck on this year, things I've been reaching for like crazy, and things that I really like. So we're going to try and do this in the most effective way possible. If you are new here, my name's Candace. Don't forget to subscribe before you go. I'm always happy to have you. And please don't forget to leave me a comment down below about what your favorite products of 2018 was. So we are not going to waste any time. There's lots of these videos right now. I need to like put my opinion out there. My pajamas are coming with us. Pajams? Jams? Alright, so I'm going to probably stay away from skincare and stuff like that. But let's start with primer. So my favorite primer of the whole year. So I'm going to do for most categories my favorite and then an honorable mention. My favorite primer has to be this Tatcha Silk Canvas. And I know that not everybody really loved this, but it's really working for me. It's the first primer I've used in a long time that is like pore filling, but doesn't pile. And it doesn't make me dry. It doesn't anything. It really just does exactly what it says, which is the Silk Canvas. The only downfall of this, actually there's two downfalls. One is this stupid little disc that I keep losing and everybody keeps telling me like just use your fingers. And I know that I can, but I don't want to. And the second is the price point. Is this something you have to have? Absolutely not. But it is definitely a favorite of mine. Something else I've been really loving in the primer category, and I've also talked about this before. Actually, none of these products should be a surprise. I should have talked about them at some point or another if you've ever been on my channel, but this one is the Hangover RX by Too Faced. This has probably been repurchased 5 or 6 times. This one is, again, almost gone. There's only about this much left. This I use as like a primer. It's like moisturizer, Hangover RX, and then some sort of pore filling primer. This really evens out the dry patches in my skin. I get them here a lot and up in through my forehead. So my all-time favorite concealer this year was probably the LA Girl Pro Conceal, the High Definition Concealer in the green shade. I have been using this Makeup Forever palette for as long as I can remember. And it's like honestly looking pretty decrepit, like the lid is broken off. This is my second one of these, and as much as I like this, I will not, even if it still existed, which it doesn't, I will not repurchase this. This green is much more effective, and I find I'm buying that Makeup Forever palette and not using 2 of the shades in it at all. So I bought this in New York. It was definitely amazing. I have a huge rhinoceros horn happening right here right now, and this has covered it up for me. And for actual under eye concealing, I have been really liking the ColourPop No Filter Concealer. This again is only like $5.99. This I think was $4.99. I bought it in New York, and both are pretty cheap, and that's what you want with concealer and anything that you're going through very quickly. And in saying that, I'm about to put my foot in my mouth. So I have... This was a hard decision for me because I actually mix these quite frequently. So my 2 favorite foundations this year are definitely high-end, and I realize that after saying that things you go through quickly doesn't have to be expensive. But the Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion Ultra Long Wear Foundation and the YSL All Hours have been my favorite mix of foundations for the whole year. These have been in my favorites videos more than one time this year, and it is truthfully the most flawless foundation I think I've ever been able to deal with. There's lots of drugstore foundations I like, but if I truly had to pick my favorite, it is these 2 and mixed. They are great on their own as well, but when I mix them, it just gives an extra little something. For an honorable mention for foundation is this Infallible L'Oreal Long Wearing Shaping Stick. It is supposed to be a shaping stick. It also says foundation on it. I don't like when people tell me what to do, so I use it as foundation. So I do really like it. It's very, very smooth. It's my only stick foundation I own. And the thing with this is I do really love it, but it is not long wearing. If you're oily, I don't recommend it because my skin is combination and it is the winter. I can get away with this. I would say it lasts about 6 to 8 hours. So this is what I like to wear if I'm going out somewhere for like a party or a dinner. If I've gone all day with no makeup and then I want to go out and look fabulous, I will put this on. If I can make it like 6 hours, it's wonderful. If I was going to wear it for a full day of work, it's not my favorite. I need to bring powder with me, which I don't typically need to do, so I don't really love that. Moving on to face powders, and this is very obviously not something that launched in 2018, but this is the Stay Matte from Rimmel. I have gone through probably 4 or 5 of these this year, so I truthfully couldn't tell you a better product that I was using this year other than this for face powder. I also went through a few MAC mineralized skin finishes, but truthfully for the price, I would rather use a Stay Matte than that. However, and this is actually something I like more than the Stay Matte, but I couldn't say that it was my 2018 favorite because I only got it at Christmas, but it is amazing. And that is the It Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores. So this is their pressed powder, and I only have it in this It Girl Beauty book, which, hello, crazy packaging, in love with it. But yeah, I will definitely repurchase it once I burn through this beauty book, which is ultimately for my gym bag. Continuing on with some face products, and you know the palettes are coming. This year I spent a lot of time with the Naked Skin Shape Shifter. So this palette has a highlight, 2 bronzers, and it had a setting powder here, and on the other side there is a bunch of cream products. So I have been back and forth with liking cream products this year, but I mostly wanted to talk about these products here. So the bronzers I've been using like crazy. Obviously the pan is completely there, like that's all I've got left for the setting powder. I would definitely repurchase this, and it's actually on sale right now at Sephora. So if you are interested in a new contour palette, this is probably one that if you have a skin tone like mine, this is a great option. So this is bronzer, highlight, everything. My favorite multi-use palette right now is actually this Tom Ford Soleil Contouring Compact. Again, I realize this is luxury, and I don't know what my deal is with luxury in this favorites video because it's not like me at all. I got this on sale at an Estee Lauder sale, and these 3 shades honestly just sink into your skin. They've been mentioned before on my channel. I've used them before on camera, so if you're interested, I will try and find those videos. But this, I have tried other Tom Ford products that I don't like not even at all. And this I definitely do. Like the highlight it just is so freaking natural and pretty. It really gives that highlight look like it's actually coming from your skin, like your hormones are all in balance, your skin is perfect, and you are just glowing from within. An honorable mention in the blush category is the Kaja Cream Blush in Koi. And you have it in here with its little cushion, and then you have a little stamper and you just put it on your cheeks. So I'm wearing this today. It's not a favorite because I feel like I haven't had it long enough, but I definitely really like it. It was kind of a standout product for me this year. A lot of cream products became something that was a little bit more fluent in my collection, which they weren't last year or the year before or ever really, because I always felt like cream products just moved around my foundation. That being said, definitely an honorable mention, and we'll be picking up some more of these after my possible low buy in 2019. Another really great product I tried this year was the Fenty highlighter in Hustla Baby. I was kind of surprised that I liked this. I had not been really attracted to Fenty Beauty. I really don't like the packaging, if I'm being totally honest, but there's actually 2 things from Fenty in my favorites for 2018. And this is one of them. And once I tried it, I actually really did like the things that I had purchased. So wearing this today, and I'm not mad about it. Okay, so we're gonna move on to brows. And for most of this year, I actually was using the Tanya Crooks brow pencil because that's what I had in my project pan. But truthfully, I really missed my Anastasia Beverly Hills dip brow, and I used the shade Ebony. I'm wearing this today. And for my honorable mention is the MAC eyebrow pencil in Spiked. This actually came in BoxyCharm and was one of the better products we got this year. I really just like how fine the tip is, and I used to just bring the dip brow all the way to the ends of my eyebrows because truthfully, I know people say you should really lighten the start of your eyebrows, but that's not an option for me. They're already dark. That is probably where my eyebrows are the darkest, so it's not like I can take it away. My absolute favorite single shadow this year was ColourPop's Lady Bird, and I have had this again also in many favorites videos. This was in my project pan. I didn't get through it, but it's just such a beautiful topper shade. You really can't go wrong with it over any eyeshadow. It really floored me, and this was the year that I actually tried the Super Shock shadows the first time ever, and I have about a billion of them now. And my runner-up for favorite eyeshadow is this Kitten single from Stila. This is just like singles. I'm going through palettes as well. So this is just like a go-to. You can use it as a face highlight, you can use it as a brow bone highlight, you can use it as an inner corner highlight, you can really use this as a highlight anywhere, you can use it as a lid shade. This was also in my project pan, but as you can see, I did hit pan on it, just didn't get as far as I would have liked. I feel like there's so many of these products I've talked about a million times. The NYC eyeliner is definitely my favorite liquid liner, and the eyeliner I use every single day. I'm wearing it today. I will put in a little demo. It's only $4.99. People that spend like $25 on eyeliner, y'all nuts. I don't get it. I never ever will do it. I have so many black eyeliners, so like this year is my year of the use up. But man, I'm like scared to not have this and have to use the more expensive ones because I don't feel like the brush is as pliable. I don't feel like it's as black as this is. I have so many black eyeliners and I keep on reaching for this. NYC, don't ever discontinue this because my whole world will stop turning. My all-time favorite mascara this year is definitely the Hourglass Caution Mascara. I actually have barely used any other mascara this year. I have tried a few here and there, like the CoverGirl, there was a Grandiose one, Wander Beauty had a good one too. But if I had to call it like the #1 winner by a landslide, it's definitely this Hourglass Mascara. It just gives me length, it gives me volume, it lifts, it separates, it does everything you want a good bra to do. My two favorite lip products this year, one is actually the Bite Beauty Lip Crayon in the shade Glace. This came as the birthday gift this year from Sephora. That's the shade there. This is my all-time favorite type of shade. It is very smooth. I really love the way it goes on. I love that it's small. I love that it was technically free. And like, how can you go wrong with that? I have 300 lip products that I have rolling right now. This was one of my absolute favorites for the whole year. And I never thought I would have a lip gloss in my favorites for any year ever, but I have to give credit where it's due to the Fenty Universal Gloss Bomb. I actually have it in the travel size as well as the full size. Once I tried the travel size, I went out and bought the full size. I also bought the Diamond Milk version of it. I love the formula. I don't like the color of this as much. It's too light for me. I like kind of like berries, purples, and like nudie pinks and browns, so I don't love the Diamond Milk. But the Universal Gloss Bomb is so truly universal. It is so wonderful. It's so smooth. It's not sticky. I'm wearing it today. This has become my lazy girl's everyday lip product. I'm trying to go through this as fast as I can, and I feel like I'm forgetting something. Okay, so one thing I did forget to do a demo of is the best setting spray in the whole world, and that is the Morphe Continuous Spray. So I'm going to just go ahead and this right here. Ah, yes. The spray has a smell to it. If you don't like fragrance in your products, you won't like this. However, it's such a fine mist and it is so nice on your skin. It doesn't drag your makeup down. I've had a lot of bad experiences with setting sprays this year. The one that sticks out of my mind a lot is the Peach Parfait setting spray. I sprayed it on even after having shaken it like so intensely. It was just like glitter splotches everywhere. This absolutely doesn't do that. It is a continuous spray as it says, and it is very nice. It's very refreshing, and it really does lock your makeup in. So this was a huge call, and I will definitely repurchase this once I make it through some of my other million bajillion setting sprays. So we need to talk about my new obsession, and it's the one everybody's been waiting for, and it's my favorite palettes of the year. And truthfully, I'm going to have to call out Pat McGrath as a whole for the best palettes of this year. They're like, they've just infiltrated my heart in a way that nothing else ever has. I have never felt as strongly as I do about these palettes. Granted, they are expensive and they are truly not like the most innovative color-wise, but the formula is finally something new. The finishes are finally something new. I'm just gonna go through them quickly. This one is La Vie en Rose. This one is Bronze Temptation, Mothership Sublime. This one is like the one that gives me the most Christmassy vibes. This one is the Dark Star. I haven't had as much playtime with this one as I would have liked. When these came in, it was right after I got home from Jamaica, and then it was really busy at work and I was not really doing a lot with YouTube. So this one is something I'm going to definitely spend more time with. The blue is just stunning. I'm like struggling in life to not want to just rub my whole face in these. The other thing I really like about these is a lot of these shadows can be worn on their own, or they can be worn as toppers over really basic shades, and they just give that extra something. It's something that I don't feel exists in the market today. Like, there's glitter shades, the duochromes are like intensely duochrome. Like, you can actually see them in the pan when you shift the pan around. And this guy here is Metamorphosis. I also really love this guy. Not a lot of people like this, and I really did. Like, I really love the gold, I guess it's like yellow gold, dark gold, and like a bronzy kind of color. When you put the three of them together, they just like melt together like actual true metals being melted onto your eyelid. And you just can't go wrong with that. So those are the 4 minis that I have. I also have 3 of the larger palettes. So this one is the Subversive. I hope these are actually in their right boxes. This one looks like this, and I'm going to give a great example of the duochrome. I caught it. See how this looks green and it's pink from the front? Gold, pink. What? This guy is the Mothership 2 Sublime in the green packaging. This one is more of like a, I don't want to say it's boring, but it is more of a neutral palette. So this would be like an everyday palette for someone. If you're looking to buy just one, I wouldn't say this one. I would actually recommend the Mothership 5, which has been my all-time favorite palette of the whole year. It is the palette I have used the most, even though I have only had it for a few months. I actually track all my palette usage, and in the matter of the few months I had this, I used this 300% more than I used anything else. It wasn't even a question. It was an absolute landslide. I'm wearing it today. I will insert a demo. But man, Pat McGrath seriously has my heart. I purchased her highlight palette very recently, but then I actually like purchased it, put it away, and then forgot that I purchased it. So I'm going to pull that back out and give it a go. Anyway, guys, I'm really interested to hear what some of your favorites are. Thank you so much for watching. And if you like what you saw here, don't forget to subscribe, because there are going to be some big changes coming up in 2019.